Hello there, chocolate cookies. So I'm going to answer a question I get from time to time. And if you go back to my YouTube channel from 2023, I made a dark prophecy. And the dark prophecy was that I was basically shit scared that Bitcoin, this is the Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin would stop around, I just put 88K average. So it could have gone up to 120, come back down, ruin everyone, or around 88, not even hit 100, whatever. Okay, I was just scared of this zone. I am very scared of this zone. Now, people are wondering, why did I change my mind? But actually, I know because I know how we remember stuff, friends. Trust me, I feel it with you. It's hard to retain all information. So all people remember is, here's a number, I'm going to lock into that number. But actually, I did address this many times. So you have to look at the context I was talking about this. Bitcoin, we were down here. Okay, so what we can actually do is we actually go down and you can actually go and use this trading tool. You can actually remove what we were doing. Let's go back to August 2023. See this? Let's look at that. See, that's what we're looking at. You don't know what's coming next. See, the screen is blank. So you don't know that there's going to be an ETF, that you don't know anything's going to happen, man. You have no idea. All you know is just this. So what I said was, look, I can make a case where Bitcoin stops at $80,000 to $100,000. Everyone is trapped going into 2025, and then bang, I can make a case like that. You see? And if you look at it, it's kind of funny. I can make a case. And what I did was I imagined in my mind, Donald Trump comes back, the market prices it in, all the newbie retardios, instead of buying in 2025, they buy in 2024. That's what I was imagining. And it's kind of scary because that's kind of what's happening today, isn't it? Meme coins. So, man, basically what I was telling you is that I could make a case that Bitcoin doesn't go to 200 or 300 or whatever everyone was expecting back then. So I'm here to protect. I'm here to help you. Guardian, friends, like a paladin, okay? Destroy the evil beasts and also heal you. Plus 400 HP every shot. The whole point was to buy core coins with as much as you can. DCA, go all in. That's what I was basically saying that, man. You got to understand, what I was saying was like totally contrarian, man. No one was saying go all in here. No one. In fact, I was saying it back here. I was making a case all the way down here, man. So this whole zone, crypto looks garbage. Everything's bad. By the way, USDC depegged here. Oh, man, it was going. So I was telling everyone, whether the cycle stops at 80,000, 120, 300,000, wherever, it's out of our control. We can't do anything about it. So it's literally someone just puts a gun to your head and says, well, you're going to take whatever target price we give you. Bang! That's what they basically do. That's what they're going to basically do to us. And you're helpless. Now, I wanted you to think about what happens if we did reach $80,000, but you need Bitcoin to go to 250,000. You will be wrecked beyond imagination because you are not even anywhere near close to taking profits, and then it rolls over. Okay? It rolls over. And I wanted to protect everyone from that. So what I said was, you can avoid this scenario that we don't know if it's going to happen or not by going all in now. You can preempt it. Because if Bitcoin and crypto went up here, Bitcoin's 100K. By the way, it could still happen. Let's say Bitcoin nicks 120, comes back down to 80 or whatever. Let's use examples. Maybe PulseX and Hex, maybe they're up like 6x from here. Yeah? Maybe they're up like 6x. Maybe like Polkadot and Solana and everything else, they're up like a 2 or 3 or 4, whatever the hell it is. Yeah? You will thank yourself because you were buying aggressively in 2022, 2023. Now that the time has passed, though, everybody forgets. It's funny. Now that we're here, so if I play the candles, okay, if I play the candles out, Okay, we'll actually fast forward it to the end. You see, now they're all the way up to here. You play the candles out. People are like, oh, what were you scared about? It's happening. It's going to happen, right? That's why I'm just, be careful, man. No one is bearish at the tops. What I want to do is I'm just going to show you this picture. I have to show you this picture. This is freaking vicious. All right. This is the top 2021, the exact top. See that? The exact top. Now let's read the comments on the left-hand side. By the way, this is not singling out any influencer. Everyone was bullish at the top. So like, friends, monthly green candle. Okay, everyone's bullish. Monthly red candle. Everyone's bearish. That's it. All right. So we had monthly green candle at the top. Everyone's bullish. But just look at what the largest voices were saying. Carl from the Moon. Bitcoin is cheap below 70K. Take advantage. This was literally November 2021. Okay, November 17. Raul Pound. Now, I don't expect perfection, but with all the other analysis I've done, something like a 100% to 300% rally is highly probable into year end. Nothing is certain. After that, it's a tougher call, but I think it's possible, elongates, and sees significantly higher prices. Once again, Bitcoin was like touching 69K. Larp Davis. The top is not even close. You see this picture, the Maya multiple. Once again, friends, please be careful. People are going to bring out the big macro moving average charts, and Bitcoin is slowing down over time. It can't hit all the like red 6 standard deviation bands at the top anymore. It's slowing down over time. Market cap does matter. Liquidity does matter. Next one. Chris, Crypto. I am so bullish on Bitcoin. Here is Benny Boo Armstrong. Evergrande makes minor impacts. We're still in bullish Bitcoin consolidation. The best is yet to come. So that is November 2021. Literally tick, tick, tick the top. Okay. Once again, I'm going to remind you, everyone's going to be bullish at the tops, friends. Everyone. Okay. So I'm just going to show you the weekly chart of how these things transpired. We can actually put it on that weekly, and I want to just take you into these shoes. So everyone's up here, man. Everyone's up there. And once again, man, I'm going to bring out this is an amazing tool. I just want you to see what the hell it looked like, bro. Like, that's what it looked like. It literally looked like, my gosh, we're going up. See that? Look, unfortunately, what happens next, though. Okay, look what happens next. See? Bang, 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 bang. So I'm going to pause it right there. Week. You know, Crypto Cobie, friends. Crypto Cobie made his tweet here. Crypto Cobie made a long tweet. He says, okay, everyone's going to lose all their money. There are people, they're never going to get this wealth ever again in their entire lives. Exchanges are going to go bust. Bad things are going to happen. And like, it was very, very doom depressing. Whoa, it was very doom depressing. And a lot of people, though, they're clinging on to hope, man. Everyone just said, like, who the hell are you? Just some billionaire. Maybe out of touch. Interest rates are still zero, etc. And they hadn't raised rates yet, right? So around this zone. You also got to look at this, friends. See, the weekly SuperTrend was still green. But now let's look what happens. Bang. There you go. It closes here. But look, you might say, hey, but the weekly SuperTrend, Sommi, the weekly SuperTrend. I know, Habibi Albi. We have now confirmed it's over. Actually, during this time period now, NFTs were making new highs. NFTs were making new highs. So CryptoPunks had topped out. Not that you knew. They just went 100x from the beginning of 2021. So CryptoPunks were 100x. But Bored Apes are making new highs during this time. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. So actually, let's once again look at this period. So the weekly SuperTrend, it flips green. It flips red, sorry. See how it flips red? It's significant. However, focus on January 2022. I'm going to now show you Doge. Okay, unicorn winner. Doge in January 2022. Friends, Doge in January. Here is Doge. It's right here. Okay, Doge was down from the top 80%. Okay. Wow. So, congratulations. You're calling the start of the bear market. Doge is down 80%. That's why everyone says, dude, we're down 80%. Like, you're going to sell now? That's what everyone's saying, man. That's what everyone's saying. And think about it. That's how you're going to think about it. Look at it. It went down another 66%. Actually, Doge is still around that price here today, funny enough. I'm now going to show you Link. Link in January 2022. Let's go to beginning of January. Here it is. Link was around, there you go. It was around up here. See, it's funny. Link, friends, was down 50%, but it never rallied. So Chainlink being 50%, Chainlink being $25 was a failure. Chainlink was meant to be like $100 plus. So if Chainlink, if the team wasn't dumping so much, scum dumping, then this is what the chart pattern would be, and it would be like 125. It would be here, okay? You see this big parabola? That's what Doge did, by the way. Doge, by the way, from this point to this point, Chainlink does a 2x, Doge did a 10x. So it'd be like Doge hits up here, comes back down, and then that's Doge's chart, okay? So you're looking at this like, oh, it's only down 50% from the high. That's not actual strength. It's just because Chainlink didn't rally that much. Let's look at XRP, for example. Just giving you examples here, friends. Look at this. From January 2022, XRP was down, there you go, 60%. Okay, you're down 60%. There are many others, friends. Let's look at Axis as well. Axis Infinity. That's what I'm doing is I'm showing you unicorns, right? Fuck me dead. Okay, look at this. Where is January? Okay, so Axis was down in January. Yeah, it's down 50%. Axis was a late gamer runner. It was a late gamer runner. Let's look at Hex. Hexiboo is here. And if you go down here, where is January? Where is January, my friends? January, it is... Okay, Hex is down 50%. But remember, you had PulseX sack here, which was like the lower high part. Okay, but I just want you to know that I'm looking at the exact point. Like by the time Bitcoin confirms the red monthly candle, right? Because... Sorry, the red weekly candle. And that's actually realistic because you don't know at that point if what you're experiencing in your altcoin is a dip or not. Like you have no idea. You're like, oh, well, this is dipped before, right? Like it's dipped, you know, is another one of those 30, 40, 50%. Like here's Hex, you know, like Hex dropped up here, the 46%. What about this one? It dropped 58%. So you don't know if you're witnessing one of them, okay? This one's just obviously a big, big move. And yeah, by that point, 40, 50%, 60%. So most coins though, friends, like that. And by the way, you have to act that week. You have to act that week. If you don't act that week, it keeps sliding. So if I go back to the BD coin chart, remember I've paused it here. The trading thing, remember it's just this little trading bar thing. So that's what I do, friends. I'm obviously highest value content in crypto, not even close. I know you enjoy licking the lollipop. What do? I take you back to that position in time, in history, so we can practice it. What I'm effectively doing now is, a lot of people used to trade price action. They would just watch hours of the tape. They'd watch the tape. If you go look at all the professional football players, doesn't matter what sport it is, friends, they do have sessions every week. They're watching the other team. They want to know who to mark. What's the price action look like? What does it look like? But what you and I are doing, we are looking at the mind of the market. So it's us versus the market or us versus ourselves. We're trying to see what does it look like at the top. Okay? You're getting into this big like abyss of like an arena, like the Colosseum of sorts. And there's all these voices yelling at you and you're trying to figure out, is a lion about to eat me? Or is the UFO going to drop some orange juice on my head and we're going to party? Because it's got some nice caps inside. So that's what you're trying to figure out, friends. Where we're going to be. Now, see this? It flips red right here. But look what ends up happening though. If you don't get out, look what happens. That is, remember now that's Russia war. You're like, oh crap, it just got worse. And then that's the final push up here. You'll see it actually. Look at this. Bang, 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 bang. See? These are the final moments. And then look at this. You might be faked out. Look what ends up happening. You see that, friends? You want to know what happened here? I'm going to have to show you this. What happened here? We closed and we faked out above it. That was Dildo Quan with the Luna, if you remember, friends. So Luna, he used the Luna UST fund. He bought like 40,000 BTC or whatever. So if you go back, check this out, man. March, April 2022, that's what Luna was doing. I'm just trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. Listen, okay. You had one of the unicorn guys, Do Kwon. Luna's like a cult following now. Luna UST. Everyone had their money parked in there. They're yelling like, it can't be a bear market. Can't be a bear market. Look at us. We're killing it. We're still killing it. So that's what makes it tough. We don't all go down together. You know how, in our early bull market now, you know how we had like Dog with Hat and Soilana running? Yeah. And then it like led everything up. Yeah. Well, it happens the other way as well. So the other way is in things start falling, but there are things that are still running late. And you just don't know at the very end. It's like, okay, these things are falling because they've actually run out of buyers, not because they've just like momentarily paused for rotation. So once again, I will then see how this, look at this. It pops up, man. That's when GCR did his short bet. He believes it's like, because he sees the rest of the market up. That's why GCR's looking at the rest of the market. It's like, oh, everything's down 50 to 60%. And this coin's still making new highs. It's deviated, basically everything else. So that's pretty much why I did one of the amazing bets. So if you go back now here, I mean, we've now flipped red here. Okay, and I'm just going to show you after this point. See how it just goes pop, 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 pop. Watch it. Bang, bang, but there you go. It's all over. It's all over by that point. It's literally all over. And I just want to remind you, I mean, like this just, oh, look at that. Oh my God. See that, friends? You see that? That just was like the killer. That's the death blow. Bang. That is, man, that's disgusting. So if you go back, right, it was all about this moment. This was it. You see here, it was all about that moment. But it depends on your perspective. Why? Because if you go back, friends, I don't want to just use Hex. Let's use like, we kind of have to because that's the only chart that looks good. Same as Luna. Like if you were, so Luna, obviously that's cheat mode. If you're selling when Bitcoin had, let's look at early January, you're selling like $75. Okay, it goes up higher, but who cares? But look what you're buying, man. You're buying in $1. So you're up 75x. If you go look at Hex, and we're going to have this for the bull market. What I'm going to do, friends, I know everyone's a bit antsy. I'm going to play some nice, gentle angel music. Okay. Very, very nice, gentle angel music. This price up here, I know it occurs. I know Hex hits 55 cents, but you can't look at that price as if it's yours. Okay. It's not yours. Someone invited that girl to the party. She swings hard. You know what I mean? She's one of those girls. She's not yours. You have a turn. She's not yours. Okay? It's a wild party, friends. Diddy's house. That's the attitude you got to have. And why am I saying this? Well, hopefully where we are in PulseChain, PulseX, Hex, and everything, and just everything else, we're around like this. We're hopefully around an equivalent 1 cent mark. So what I want to let you know is if you're long from 1 cent, yeah, and your coins go up, if you're long from here, 1 cent, 1 to 2 cents, and then it goes up, but then it confirms that you have to get out here, all right? What you're going to think is you've lost this part. But actually, you have won this, okay? You've won that part, okay? That's pretty much it. So that's a perspective I want you to have, friends. So what I'm going to do now is like just show you that chart. You know, unfortunately, markets don't work like that. They always overshoot, right? But like if you were like 1 cent, I mean, like that's why, man, it's painful. It's painful because you always think of what could have been. It is that. But if I said to you, Hex doesn't trade at 50 cents ever, it just goes from 1 and then it stops at like 13. Man, I know the whole Hex community. Remember, I wasn't deep in the weeds then or anything, friends. It was just a lottery ticket for me back then. But I'm like, I guarantee you're all happy because remember, no one in the Hex community thought 1 cent was possible. No one thought because 1 cent Hex was about 500 million market cap, non-origin address. And it would say about 5 billion on CoinGecko. So 500 million, man, back then, that's huge for something that started at 5 million. That's 100x. That's what it was, okay? So it's up like 100 to 200x from that bottom. At that point, you're earning yield. That's why everyone thought, man, we can't get to it. 1 cent. Then it went to 50. My gosh. But 50, okay, but you know, if I told that conversation, I'd go, oh, nobody thought we could get to 1 cent. And then we went to 3 cents. Because I just told you about 50, you're like, oh, 3 cents doesn't look that exciting. But it actually is exciting, man. It is exciting. You weren't even meant to be at 1 cent at all. But now you're at 3. And then, okay, what if I made it 12 cents or 10 cents? Okay, it's this part. That's the thing, man. It's all relative. You see that? Oh, man, that's what it looks like. This is the problem. Bang, 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 bang. All the way up here. By the way, don't think you're a genius. You think, well, do you think there were people, we saw them on chain, okay? There were people buying, so they were selling 7, 8, 9, 10 cent hex, and they just saw it going up at 20, and they're like, oh, crap, I've literally wasted the opportunity of a lifetime. So, and you don't always get that. So I know, let's have some fun here. Let's go to Pulse, PLS, because we are engaging in the spirit of friendship. If we go to the PulseChain chart, don't think you can just visually draw these and go like, oh yeah, everyone's going to start FOMO buying at some point and I'm a genius. You're not going to get it, man. You're not going to get it. This is it. So I just have this box up here. Let's just extend it somewhere in this box. That'd be very, very nice. If we went up, okay, you never know, man. We could be up here, friends. See, and if I put on a linear chart, you might think, oh my gosh, this is too high. You see that? Whoa, I'm getting out. Everyone's a retardio. Yeah, but what if? What if that happens? Okay, what if that happens? Then you come back down. This is going to be FOMO hard. Okay, and what if that doesn't happen though? What if we don't get a big move like that? So really, you don't know the answer. If you're just long, if you're turbo long, you at least get the luxury. You know, on that first swipe up, I'm just guessing up here, right? This is not real numbers, but I'm just guessing up here. If we used to swipe up around here, like, okay, you're long from day one, Sack. And hopefully, maybe you got some DCA bullets or all the stuff up here. Remember, think of all the altcoins and stuff that are moved from off here as well, friends. So you're up 7x on your PLS from years ago. Maybe you're able to DCA, you're up 20x on that. So you have the luxury of being able to exit. Now, if I take it back to the Bitcoin chart, man, this gives me nightmares just thinking about that freaking candle, friends. Maybe it was dead. Do you want to know what happened here, man? They said Bitcoin could never go below 20K, and then it did. It did. And then we had this little like pumpy, look, red. It was bad. Everything was just getting liquidated, bad. All these firms are going down. Everyone was like, oh man, like bang, that was FTX. And I said, the bottom's in. Here we go. Davey Story Hoffman starts crying here. Bang, disbelief rally begins. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pause it. During this moment, friends, that's what I'm saying. Hey man, what if we don't hit 100K? That's, do you see? We just went through that. So I am learning from the past. Some say past. I'm learning from the past and go, whoa, what if people are trapped again? How can I help my fellow brothers and sisters and squirrels and pups and ducks? How can I help them? I know, and they're not going to like what I'll have to say, but everyone thinks crypto's a scam right now. If you go turbo long right now, and then Bitcoin does the unthinkable where it goes up, and we're going to watch it now. Let's say Bitcoin keeps going up. Bitcoin's going to keep going up. It's going to keep pushing. Eventually, we're going to get to the kindness and friendship zone up here. And you won't have to worry about it not hitting the big target. You see? So just fast forward it now. Let's just fast forward it. There you go. See, it has made it all the way, friends, up there. It has made it all the way. Now you understand my perspective of where I was coming from when I was like, man, what if we trap everybody in this year? What if instead of buying Bitcoin, that's what my thesis was. That was part of my thesis. I go, well, what if Bitcoin only hits 80 to 100K because all the retailers buy altcoins earlier? That's the crux of the issue. That's where it all came from. Because we didn't know altcoins were going to lag this hard. I'll show you as well. Look at the altcoin dominance. Let's look at others BTC, friends. Look how much we are lagging from the past. Oh my gosh. Remember, that was the last example we had. Altcoins went up. So I was just contemplating, what if people buy altcoins faster this time, earlier? Just so happens, though, we got an exact 4-year cycle up to this point. So what I've done is I weave my way through different scenarios because, remember, only the paranoid survive in this game, okay? No one knows what the hell they're doing. Everybody's guessing. You basically live in a house and someone's going to rob you. You just don't know if he's going to come from the basement. He's going to climb in through the toilet pipe. He's going to... you got 6 windows. You got a door. Go check your wife. It could be him. Might have a set of hairy nuts. Just grab your nuts. Grab your nuts and grab his nuts and see if they match. You see what I mean, man? They're everywhere. This is, everything is a potential target to get you, but there's one critical point in all of these. You don't get trapped unless there is the euphoria first. Okay? So you got nothing to worry about if we're not rising up. Because that's non-believer territory. That's unsustainable demand territory. We're not there. And who's the dictator and arbiter of that? I mean, I'm just guessing. Once again, I know everything's just guessing, friends. I don't know, but I just don't feel like Tai Lopez isn't in. That's now you can have an appreciation for. I say, okay, Tai Lopez isn't in. Tai Lopez comes in when he sees a lot of non-believers in here who are ready to give him money and lots of money. You see, Jim Cramer's still bearish. Coinbase App Store ranking is number 440 right now. It peaked at 32 at the beginning of the year. Never hit top 10. Never hit first place. You see, we never hit 100 billion for a meme coin. You see how I'm putting the pieces of the puzzle together now? I channel them. I don't know where I channel them from. Let's channel our friendship. Does it make sense now? Make sure you like, subscribe. Don't forget who loves you. Catch you in the next one.